Hi, howdy y'all. How you doing? Welcome back. Thank you so much for being here. I want to start by saying a prayer. Holy Spirit, can you please be with us in this time together? Connect us by your Spirit. Allow those who watch this video to connect with me and let us connect with you to see, hear, feel, speak, and observe your miraculous ways, Spirit. Show up and show us whatever it is you would like for us to see. Open our third eye, open our intuition. Give us clarity on any situation that we might need clarity on. Scatter our enemies and keep them away. Confuse them. Send them back to where they came from. And create this a holy, sacred space for you and your purposes only to speak to your people through whatever means you need to speak through. Open up all channels of goodness, love, grace, mercy. Let your Spirit come through me. Let the angels show themselves to be real so that people will know that the spirit realm is real. Let them observe the supernatural here this morning. Thank you so very much in Jesus' name. Amen. Okay, so let's get started. Yesterday we've been going through this little book. So just so you know, this is the book we're going through. And I know a couple of you have purchased the book, and that's awesome. And I think you'll find it very helpful to keep it. And I have mine all marked up. I have stuff underlined and outlined, and it's amazing. I've read it several times, and every time I read it, it's like the Bible. Every time I read it, I get something else out of it because of me being in a different place in life when I read it. So we read chapter 1, 2, and 3, and now we're going to chapter 4. But I want to back up to chapter 3 because there was something that I did not mention in chapter 3. Chapter 3 is a huge, huge chapter. Chapter 1 teaches us how to connect with Spirit through meditation, prayer and meditation, through observing nature, and through not judging. Just letting situations be what they are and not saying this is good or bad. That's chapter 1. That teaches us to connect with Spirit. And to me, that would be like the plan of salvation in the Bible if you're of a Christ consciousness. So you're connecting with Spirit by allowing Spirit to be in your essence. Inviting Jesus or the Spirit, which are the same, into your very essence, okay? And then we all have that Spirit, so we can all connect. And that's how this works. When you watch these videos, your spirit connects with mine. Your energy connects with mine. Let's check the energy, because I haven't been able to get this stick to light this morning. It's just had like a slow burn. But I attempted to make this video already one time, and I couldn't make it the first time for some reason. But when I was meditating this morning, I saw a clock. But it was like a pocket watch. Look. And it had an inscription on it, and now I'm getting very hot. And I felt very dizzy. So I don't know what that's about. Spirit, take over this time together. Take over. I need your help this morning because I feel like I'm lost. I feel very lost right now. Okay, so let me put a piece of, oh, that's not black tourmaline. See? I'm really struggling this morning. Anyway, we talked about how to connect with spirit. That was the first chapter. And then in chapter 2, we talked about giving and receiving. And then in chapter 3, we talked about karma. I feel like I'm very forgetful right now. Chapter 2, the law of giving and receiving, we talked about how we should always give a gift to everybody we encounter. And if you can't give a physical gift, you can give a prayer or a hug. You can give a flower. It doesn't have to be anything expensive. You want to give love and joy and gentleness, the fruit of the Spirit. And you want to also receive gifts. You don't want to cut off the flow of other people's blessings by not being able to receive gifts. So when somebody wants to give you something, you should take it as long as it's something good. And then, well, there's not good and bad, but as long as it's something from their heart, I should say. And then everybody you encounter, always silently wish them well or wish them to be blessed. Give them joy, laughter, happiness. Give and receive gifts of appreciation and love. And you'll keep wealth circulating in your life. Wealth doesn't necessarily mean money, but it can, okay? And then chapter 3 we talked about yesterday, we talked about karma. And when we talked about that, there was something that I forgot to mention when I was talking to you about that. And that's dharma, because it talks about dharma in this book. And today I want to go back just briefly and talk about dharma, if we may. Help me. How can you apply the law of karma to the choices you've already made? Most people pay their karmic debts unconsciously, of course. Sometimes there's a lot of suffering involved. But the law of karma says no debt in the universe ever goes unpaid. And we talked about that yesterday, about how it can take a long time before your karma has to be paid. But it will eventually have to be paid. And every choice we make brings karma. So we have to start living out of a place of good karma, okay? And we didn't really touch on that all that much yesterday. We just went briefly over it. But then it goes on to say, if you want to transform your karma to more desirable experience, look for the seed of opportunity within every adversity and tie that seed to the opportunity to your dharma or purpose in life. This will enable you to convert the adversity into a benefit and transform the karma into a new expression. And that's the part we didn't talk about. Our lives have a purpose. Spirit has a purpose for each of us, a plan for each of our lives. And the karma that we bring, remember I said yesterday that we're born with the sin nature? That you can have generational curses that come with you just simply because your family has always, like in my family, alcoholism runs strongly in, I think, both sides actually. And there's karma that comes with that because that's a generational curse to keep coming lifetime after lifetime from one generation to the next. You know, alcoholism, just as an example, there can be other ways that people have generational stuff. So in my life, I have struggled with addiction, and I've been very open about that. And the reason why I'm open about that is because that my dharma, my life purpose, is to help others to break that generational cycle. To clear that karma, Spirit has given my life purpose out of the pain. And Spirit never wastes anything. we might think that it's a waste. Like with me, I used to be a nurse. I had a nursing degree, and I got in trouble for writing prescriptions. Now I come on camera and I talk to you about those experiences, so that hopefully if you're struggling with addiction, you won't have to get into the legal trouble that I got into, because hopefully something you hear will trigger you to go in a different direction. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know why I'm saying all this. I don't know how I'm feeling. I'm feeling dizzy and out of sorts. So I'm thinking that somebody's going through something. And when I was meditating, I saw a pocket watch, and it had something inscribed on it. So I'm thinking that there is somebody's loved one that maybe is crossed over, and maybe you have their pocket watch, or somehow there's a pocket watch that is significant. It looks like it's brass in color, and it has something inscribed on it. It might be a name. Charles is coming out right now very strongly. Anything else you want to say, Spirit? It might be a Charles Dickinson novel or short story or something for somebody. A lot of literature. I think Emily Dickinson also. I don't know why I'm talking about literature, but for somebody that is into English literature, maybe that means something to you this morning. Green, the color green is standing out to me very strongly. Alright, Spirit, you're doing something way different this morning. So each of our lives, we all have karma by the choices we make, and by being born into this world of a sin nature, we have karma. But we also have dharma. We have a life purpose. And twin flame relationships, the purpose behind a twin flame relationship is to discover your life purpose. The point of it all is to discover our life purpose. And I don't know why I'm saying that either, but it may come out with the cards. But let's go on, move forward. So now you understand that you can clear your karma by making it mean something for others' good and for your own, by sharing your experience in some way. Maybe you're somebody who wants to work with, maybe you've been through domestic violence in your relationship, severe domestic violence, and so for you, you might, there's a lot of flies in here all of a sudden. Oh, what in the world? So then you might work somewhere or volunteer somewhere where you help other women who have been through domestic violence. And I met a woman one time who had been with a man that she was married to, and he beat her so severely that he literally broke her neck, and she had a lot of neurological problems and a lot going on with her, and she wanted nothing more than to work with other women to help them to get out of situations where they were being abused. And that's the kind of example that I'm talking about that can help clear karma. And so hopefully when you're reunited with your twin, the two of you can do something to help others so that they don't have to go through the things that you went through, okay? Or maybe you'll do something else. I mean, I don't know. Only you know, and only God knows what the purpose is. And all of our lives have different purposes. If we all had the same purpose, that would be boring. And we would all be the same, but we're all different. So the next law in this book is the law of least effort. And it's based on the fact that nature's intelligence functions with effortless ease, with carefreeness, harmony, and love. This is the principle of do less and accomplish more. When we learn this lesson from nature, we easily fulfill our desires. And then it goes on to say, if we observe nature at work, we see that least effort is expended. Grass doesn't try to grow, it just grows. Fish don't try to swim, they just swim. This is their intrinsic nature. It is the nature of the sun to shine, and it is human nature to make our dreams manifest into physical form, easily and effortlessly. What is commonly called a miracle is actually an expression of the law of least effort. Least effort is expended when our actions are motivated by love, because nature is held together by the energy of love. When we seek power and control over people, we spend energy in a wasteful way. When we seek money for personal gain only, we cut off the flow of energy to ourselves and interfere with the expression of nature's intelligence. So, the ways that we can accomplish this is accept people, circumstances, and events as they are in this moment. When confronted with a challenge, remind yourself, this moment is as it should be because the entire universe is as it should be. Take responsibility for situations without blaming anything or anyone, including yourself. Every problem is an opportunity to take this moment and transform it into a greater benefit. Relinquish the need to defend your point of view. In defensiveness, you remain open to all points of view, not rigidly attached to one of them. In defenselessness, when you're not being defensive, you relinquish the need to defend your point of view, and you're open to all points of view, not rigidly attached to any one of them. I am having a hard time focusing. It's like my mind is just, and this started since I sat down here, and I'm dizzy. Maybe somebody's going through that as well. And I'm sending you a lot of love if that's the case. All right, Spirit, I'm going to really need your help this morning because I'm really struggling this morning. Please help me. And then there's just a lot of strange things happening, like the flies coming in. Oh, I have no idea why that happened. But they're gone now. And somebody is into English literature. For some reason, Spirit has asked me to use the energy oracle cards. I'm just going to keep going with it and see what happens because I have no idea why I'm feeling, I can't even hardly talk. Spirit, can you guide this reading? Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, help me please. Please help me to do this. I cannot do this without you. I have hostilities on here. Maybe there's something going on today. All right, Holy Spirit. Can you please... Why did I flip the deck over? Okay. Can you please show me how you're working in our lives today, Spirit? How are you working in our lives? The temple path came out sideways. The temple path. How are we not allowing you to work? What's the antagonist? I might have to look that up in the book. I see lights shining. Strategy in reverse. Well, on the temple path with no strategy. And how are you going to pull this together? Oh, hostilities came out. Gee whiz. Oh. And then on the bottom of the deck is the third chakra, the solar plexus, Archangel Chamuel. Alright, let's see what's going on here. I have the number 12, 21, 26, and 37. So that's 3, 3, 8, So the date 338 might be significant. The date 12/21 is definitely going to be significant. And 12/26/21 is probably significant. And then we have 1 over here, or 10. 10/26 might be. 10/12. I'm just trying to give you some dates that might be significant to your situation. Alright, so let's see what this means, because I have no idea, but Spirit's trying to say something here. And I want to get it, so we're going to look it up. Be patient with me, please. And watch Spirit do magic right here in front of your very eye. Oh, I forgot to get these. Spirit said I forgot to get these. See what I'm saying? Like, I can't think straight. Somebody's having a hard time this morning. Spirit, are you trying to give me those cards, all of them? Because next time I'm going to take them. Give me one, if you will, please, or whatever you want to give us. Whatever you want to give us. There's the fly coming back. Woo. Wow. Okay. I have gentleness, treating everyone with a tender heart. A gentle answer turns away wrath, but a harsh word stirs up anger. I have patience, waiting with a happy heart. But if we hope for what we do not yet have, we wait for it patiently. Romans 8:25. I have service, just what we were talking about, using our hands, feet, hearts to honor God and love others. Serve wholeheartedly as if you were serving the Lord, not men. Ephesians 6:7. Forgiveness, erasing a wrong with love. Be kind and compassionate to one another, forgiving one another just as in Christ Jesus forgave you. Ephesians 4:32. And then on the bottom of the deck, I have joy, choosing to praise God in all things. A happy heart makes the face cheerful, but heartache crushes the spirit. So I have gentleness, patience, service, forgiveness, and joy. All right, and I'm going to leave it on patience because I have a sense that somebody's chariot still hasn't moved, and they're still in hangman mode, but they're still going to be the high priestess. A lot of major arcanas have been showing up for somebody, which means the divine is all up in your situation, working it out. And you have to be patient. And in the middle of your trial, you can choose joy. There might be somebody who needs forgiveness. And we have to serve. We have to use our karma to help others and to access our dharma, our life purpose. Okay? Alright, so enough of that, Christy. Okay, back to this. What a beautiful, 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 beautiful message. I can just see that Spirit has something beautiful to say right here. Alright, chapter 12. The temple path, and it came out sideways, so I'm going to read the upright because we're close to being upright with that. Spiritual purpose and support. Oh my gosh. Receiving this card represents your own spiritual evolution. The winding path you are on leads to a blessed temple in a lovely garden, symbolizing the spiritual destiny. Your soul has had a mind for this lifetime. Wait. Hold on. I'm having trouble reading. Oh my goodness. The winding path you are on leads to a blessed temple in a lovely garden, symbolizing the spiritual destiny your soul has had in mind for this lifetime. This card upright is here to tell you that what you're going through now is all part of your soul's process. You are on your karmic path and heading in the right direction. And the choices you make now are important for your personal growth and life lessons. The lights around the temple represent the spirit world, your family members and friends, angels and guides, all the loving spirit helpers who long to assist you. Call upon them and be open to their wisdom and inspiration. This is a wonderful life-expanding time, so keep in mind your personal priorities as well as your spiritual connection. Following your higher intentions will help you move your life forward in dramatic ways, and connecting with spirit and your higher self will have a wonderful influence on all that you experience. Now, because it's out sideways, Spirit's saying I need to read both meanings, okay? Receiving this card reversed is a sign that you may have fallen off your path. You could be too focused on worldly possessions and material gain, or you may simply be maintaining old, unhealthy habits of fear, limitation, worry, or doubt. Whatever is distracting you, receiving this card reversed is a firm message that it's time to make your spiritual life and evolution a much higher priority. Not doing so represents an important loss of power. So clear your mind, meditate, and open up to the presence of Spirit. That's why I'm feeling like I'm feeling. Because that's how you feel when you're not on your spiritual path, or when you're disconnected, or when you're not in your full power. You feel all out of sorts. Like nothing can connect, like you just can't seem to make it go, okay? Whatever is distracting you, receiving this card reversed is a firm message that it's time to make your spiritual life and evolution a much higher priority. Not doing so represents an important loss of power. So clear your mind. Clear your mind. Meditate and open up to the presence of Spirit. Whatever else you may have going on, consider this an important part of your personal and tactical plan. The support and inspiration of all eternity and countless loving spirits are available to you. Not turning to them is like cursing the dark when you refuse to turn on the lights. Holy Spirit, angels, spirit guides, ancestors, archangels, can you please minister to us? Be with us. Help us to focus and to be recentered in you. Help us to see clearly the path that we need to be on. And if we have somehow shifted our focus onto material possession and made something not to be the main thing that needs to be the main thing, help us to recenter ourselves. Let's take a moment and sing the bowl. How about that? Okay. All right, you ready? Well, I'm going to sing the bowl, and I want you to take a deep breath in, hold it as long as you can, and then blow it out when it's comfortable. Okay? You ready? And the crackles mean that your energy's funky. Okay? Deep breath in. Blow it out when you need to. And do it again. Deep breath in till the crackles are gone. Keep taking deep breaths in and hold it and blow it out when it's comfortable. There you go. feeling more centered and more grounded now? Okay, hopefully that helped. Maybe now we can be more connected and more focused. Alright, so we need to be on the path to our life purpose, is what this is saying. Some of us might be, some of us may have taken a side step, just a little. That's okay. We've got to get back on the path. And then we have strategy in reverse, number 21. I don't know why y'all put up with me. Probably the worst person on YouTube, but it's okay. You love me, right? Strategy, making a plan. When the strategy card is reversed, it indicates a stall in progress due to lack of planning. You may have a goal in mind, but no specific ideas about how to achieve it. Or you may have found that your original plans have hit a wall and it's time to reevaluate things. If this is the case, remember that the path of least resistance may be tempting, but it rarely leads anywhere new. Don't let the mundane tasks of life eat up all your time and take you off course. Instead of floundering and wandering around in confusion, put some significant mental effort into starting or renewing a comprehensive plan of attack. This card reversed is warning you to get out of the role of passive observer and become the author and director of your own destiny. And the affirmation is, I plan the necessary steps to achieve my goals, and I am willing to take action in that direction. I am flexible, persistent, and prepared. And what we're learning about in our book is the path of least effort. So just because you need a strategy doesn't mean that it has to be the hardest thing in the world. You have to figure out how nature would move in the situation. So I'm going to try to think of an example. If you need a new place to live, because where you're living now is not the best place for you to be. Like, I have a friend right now who's going through some problems with the landlord, and they have to find a new place to live. But they can't sit back and be an observer, because eventually they're going to run out of time to find this new place. And so it's essential that you have a plan, okay? Personally, I always try to make, I'm not going to say I always do it, but I try to always pray. One of the best ways is to pray. And Spirit will give you that angel of ministration. The ministration means that Spirit puts people and circumstances and situations in your path without you even trying. Like, you'll just walk into some place and meet somebody that has a place for rent. Just like that. But the path of least resistance, or the path of least effort, would be praying and asking Spirit to intervene in your situation. And Spirit will, in fact, intervene. I promise you. Spirit will intervene in the situation. But we have to do our part. We can't just go, I'm a victim here because my landlord's an ass and, you know, poor me, poor me. No, it takes just as much energy to pray and trust as it does to complain and be in doubt. So it's just a matter of where we want to place our energy. Where do we want to place our faith and our trust? Okay. So then the next one is number 26. And it's out sideways too. This is an interesting reading. Somebody's going through something and they haven't been on their path. Because when you're on the path to your purpose, the plan is Spirit's, right? We just have to figure out what that is by spending time in prayer and meditation. And Spirit will show you exactly where and what you need to do to be on that path. I promise you that. Okay, defense is up, aggressive energy. This card shows a man raising his sword in readiness to do battle. When it comes upright, it reveals a situation where hostilities towards you are about to be or have already been engaged. So somebody's being hostile. The aggressive energy may be verbal or emotional, with someone in your environment being excessively critical, demanding, or hurtful. In a work or social situation, there may be backstabbing or out-and-out slander going on. This is different from the deceit card because the hostile energies are more apparent, more overt. In fact, you may have been living with them for some time now, but whether this is new or old energy, now is the time to regain control. Allowing dishonoring treatment from others is an open invitation to the universe to send you more. It may feel risky, but you need to have the courage to stand up for yourself now and always. And maybe that's why I was telling you about the lady who was abused. Maybe somebody's not on their life path and they don't have a strategy for how to get out of an abusive situation. Because I used to live with a man that was verbally and emotionally abusive. And it's hard to make a plan and have an exit strategy, but I can do it and so can you. And that's part of my life purpose, is to show you that it's possible. Spirit put exactly what I needed in place when I needed it. All I had to do was put my stuff in my car and drive away. Now, was it easy? No. But Spirit took care of me every step of the way. He put people in my path that helped me, that loved me, because Spirit loves me. And that's why it's important that we be that person when somebody is in need, that we reach out to them as well. Every time I make coffee, it looks like there's a bug in it this morning. Why am I seeing so many bugs? Somebody's living with a bunch of bugs. Okay. If this is in reverse, and it almost is, this card reverse marks the end of hostilities for you. Yay! And it's almost over. Look. There's a shift in the energies around you and even about you, and the universe is supporting your own internal shift as well. Whether the aggressive action has ended due to external factors or your own intervention, this card bodes well for more peaceful and harmony. More peace and harmony. Be aware, however, that there may still be some action you have to take, and it may seem on the surface that things are slow and getting better. This card encourages you, letting you know that the inner vibrations are changing and the situation will be resolved. Affirmation. I am receiving the peaceful, harmonious, why can't I talk this morning? And my throat's getting raw. I am receiving the peaceful, harmonious treatment I deserve in my life. I set boundaries, make reasonable requests, and make my expectations clear. Alright, and then on the bottom of the deck is third chakra, the Archangel Chamuel. And I don't know anything about Reiki, and I'm trying to sing my bowl for y'all, but maybe one day I'll take a class. I know it works though, because I know how to use it. I just don't know if I'm using it right. And who knows, it works however it works. Third chakra, Archangel Chamuel. Emotions of desire, life force energy. This powerful archangel is holding a beautiful sphere of golden light at the solar plexus, which is the location of your third chakra and the center of your life force energy. The issues here revolve around emotions of desire and your personal energy. When this card appears upright, it indicates that an increased enthusiasm is present or soon to be on its way. This is a great time to move toward the completion of your desires. Your life force is vibrating with power and resonance, and your soul is calling you to direct your energy in a focused, purposeful manner. This angel of power is with you now, so go for it. The third chakra is open to its perfect, healthy state. I radiate a bright and vibrant life force energy. I feel excitement for all that I do. This message is perfect, Spirit. You're amazing. Okay. Now I feel excited. I'm still feeling a little out of sorts, but we're going to get on the path, and we're going to have a strategy, and our hostilities are going to end, whatever that might mean to you. Somebody's dealing with some hostilities, but we're going to get our third chakra vibrating high and healthy. Remember I said I was having problems with my solar plexus? I think I said that. If not, it was in the first attempt to make this video, because I've had a hard time making this video. Alright, now I'm going to clarify this message again with major arcanas from the tarot. If I may, Spirit, may I? Okay, what's working? The High Priestess. I love it, Spirit. You're amazing. Alright, you might live in Washington, D.C., or somewhere where there's a building that looks like this. See the lights around it? That's the spirit realm. And those spirits are always around us all the time. And we can get in contact with them through the High Priestess, our intuition. You already know, because you are a High Priestess. Awesome! Black and white are showing up. Reproductive organs. Somebody's gifted in their hands. Somebody's third eye is poof, way, way illuminated. You might have brown eyes. You might have a mole on your face. You might have beautiful curly blonde hair. And beautiful, beautiful eyes. Blue and green hazel eyes. Beautiful. You're beautiful. Some of you are handsome as well. Yes. And when you speak, you have a voice of an angel. You might even sing or play an instrument. Alright, so that's what's working. How are we not letting you work? What are we not allowing you to do? What's the antagonist? There we go. The Tower in reverse. Oh my goodness. Not having a strategy is clarified by the Tower in reverse. Somebody's tired this morning. Somebody might have a black eye. Somebody might have been hit in their eye, and it's caused damage to your nerves. Please don't let anybody put their hands on you. Alright, how do we pull this together? Can you show us how to pull this together? There's a tower that's inevitable. Or maybe Spirit stopped it. I don't know. We're going to clarify that. The lovers came out sideways. So we have to make a choice about these hostilities. And then the Chariot on the bottom of the deck. Spirit's going to move you. Believe it or not, Spirit's going to move you. Alright, Spirit. Can we talk about this High Priestess over here, this temple path? Clarify the High Priestess for us, Spirit. Can you clarify the High Priestess? Thank you. This High Priestess is clarified by Judgment in reverse. You might have on a black tank top. You might have sandy blonde hair. You love to worship Spirit. You love Spirit with all your heart. You do love your Spirit. And Spirit loves you. You might be the ballerina that I've been seeing. You're a High Priestess. So when something is judged, when we have to be in this power here of judgment. This is a major arcana. Something should be judged, but it's not being judged. Okay, if you go to court and the judge judges you, right or wrong, for your actions, you're not on the temple path. You're not on your spiritual path, but you know you should be, because you're a high priest or a high priestess. And Spirit's saying, I'm not going to judge you for not being on your path. There's no judgment here. There is no judgment. Why is there no judgment? Somebody's choosing to be sad. Somebody's choosing their loss, to look at their losses. Somebody's choosing to be in the Five of Cups energy. Five of Cups is about all the things that's happened to you in your life. And right now, you're stuck in that's Seven of Cups is about having to make a decision. So you're having to make a decision about what to do with your losses and your sadness. Alright, why is the Tower in reverse for strategy? Because there's a cycle that hasn't closed. It's just simply because Spirit hasn't... These are major arcanas, man. This cycle just hasn't closed yet. Spirit's not going to close this cycle until you get on this path. Clarify the World in reverse. Why is the World and the Tower in reverse here? Because you don't have a strategy. Ooh. Because there's been some dishonesty. You're not... Oh, the Seven of Swords with strength and this. Now, that could mean two things. That could mean that somebody's lying to you about love, or you're lying to yourself. Maybe you're lying to yourself, because that came out with strength. And maybe you're just flat out refusing this whole twin flame bullshit. This is a brand new love, and it could be with a baby. And this is two people in a lot of love. But I want to know why this Seven of Swords is here. Because that's the only card that's not a major arcana. And this is about the strategy. This plan that you don't have. You don't plan. You don't have a plan. You're not on your life path. You're not doing what Spirit wants you to do. And you don't have any plans to do it because of the Seven of Swords. Because of the Seven of Swords. Why is the Seven of Swords here, Spirit? Can you show me why this person has the Seven of Swords in this beautiful plan of yours? Why is that here? Because you don't think there's any hope for this movement. You don't think there's any hope for this movement. But Spirit is in this, again, the Star in reverse, the Moon, and the Eight of Wands. The Moon is our emotional side. It's the illusions. This is so much to clarify. Can you clarify the Star? Dang. The Star, there's no hope. You don't think there's any hope for you to make money and work together. You don't have any, you don't trust. You're lacking trust. You don't trust yourself or somebody else. You're not trusting somebody else. There's a third party here too. Okay, that clarifies trust. And there's the note. There's you not trusting. This Knight of Cups, that's the knight that sits on the stool. Remember the fool on the stool? Roses, brown hat, black tennis shoes, black and white tennis shoes, blue jeans. You might roll them up. Skinny jeans, black t-shirt, a sleeve of tattoos. You probably are going to get a letter, a text, an email, or some form of communication. You might be working with somebody on a project, but I got to clarify what that third party is. Clarify what this third party is. Your wish is not coming true. You don't think your dreams can come true. Why don't they think that their dreams can come true? Clarify the moon. Because of manipulation. Who is manipulating, Spirit? Who do they think is manipulating? There she is. Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. You think this person is manipulative. Okay. Why do they think this person is manipulative? Can you show me why? What has this person done? They're not celebrating. This would be halfway to marriage. This is not working at all. Why is it in reverse? Why is the Four of Wands in reverse? Maybe you're not working. Maybe you don't have a job. Maybe money. There's an ace here. There's an ace of pentacles here. This would be somebody like really reaching their potential. Like having a career, being independent, not having to ask anybody for anything, and having a new idea or thinking about how you can make this happen. That's not happening. But Spirit says, even though that's not happening, sweetheart, I'm about to give you a brand new opportunity. And this is about work. This is about something in the material world. Probably a job or a project. Spirit's saying it's going to work. You just don't trust me. You're not trusting me. You're not using that prayer. You're not using that. Alright. So this is probably a woman, an earth sign, or it could just represent somebody who's supposed to be stable, but they're very unstable right now because they are not working, it looks like. And you don't think that it can work. But why is the Eight of Wands here? Because that would indicate that it's definitely going to work. Oh, there she is. Dang. Or he is. Because there's a high priestess and a hermit. A very spiritual person that people come to for advice. You're equipped. Spirit has equipped you for this purpose. Man or woman, not gender specific. But you're gifted, blessed, and highly favored for a purpose. And even though you're not meeting your potential right now, Spirit says, don't worry, because I got a new opportunity for you coming. Whether you need a housing, or whether you need a job, or whether you need a car to get back and forth to work, whatever you need, I am giving it to you in a new opportunity. But you're not trusting that this can happen. You're being stubborn with this Seven of Swords. And maybe manipulative. And you know, you're showing up as Nine of Cups and Nine of Pentacles, but both in reverse. Nine of Cups is somebody who is getting their wishes fulfilled. Spirit wants to fulfill your wishes, but you don't think it's possible, even though you're gifted in this way. I mean, this has shown up twice. The High Priestess. You're a very gifted, intuitive person. Not only that, but you're very introspective. You look at yourself And you're all about improving yourself. You shine light on the darkness within you and look for ways to connect with spirit. You're living a very spiritual life, but you're living it in hiding. Alright, why is hostilities here? Okay, Spirit said we know what's going on now. Pick up all the cards. Even though I have another deck, I don't know why Spirit wants me to pick up all the cards. Work again. Why is hostilities here, Holy Spirit? Can you show me? Well, that was quick. Again. The Hermit. Why is the Hermit here for hostilities? Hostilities was clarified by the Lovers and the Hermit now. Why? Why is the Hermit here? That's Virgo. Because they're anxious and they needed to take a break. You're the one who's, the hostilities are decreasing. Clarify the Four of Swords. You've decided you can't do this twin flame thing. It looks like you got anxiety. You're resting your thoughts and you're anxious. Back and forth. Like, that's a lot. Clarify the Eight of Swords. A lot of swords showing up. That was clarified, but I thought so. This is a twin flame. You've decided you can't do this twin flame shit. And you're resistant to this twin. This is Earth again. Here we go. Every time I start, look who's on the bottom of the deck. Again. You're supposed to do this, but you're resisting it. Alright, why is the third chakra showing up on the bottom of my deck over here? Because you're going to have support from your friends. There's a celebration. See the Big Dipper? You probably like to look at the stars. You're a twin. You're a boss. Clarify the Empress. Ooh. The Empress is spying or being spied on. Clarify this. Why is your... This is about somebody being in the spotlight. Maybe you don't want to be in the spotlight. Let me clarify that. That's the Fire. That's Leo. Why is the Six of Wands in reverse? Somebody wants to make a love offer. I don't understand what's going on there. This might be children. You might have 2 children. Why is this Page of love here? There's my 3 of Pentacles. Somebody wants to end a third party. Why is the Ace of Swords in reverse though? You're not talking about it, or you're not listening. Oh, it has to do with the third party again. I didn't even know I had these 2 cards. Look, I had this one that goes in my other deck, or one of them. That one goes in my other deck. There's something involved here. This is about a third party. It could be chemicals, could be drugs. And you're spying. It looks like you're looking for an opportunity to end this third party. How would they do that? Clarify the Page of Swords. Death in reverse. What are you saying? What are you saying? Clarify Death in reverse. You don't want to transform your life. You don't want to give up these chemicals. Clarify 10 of Wands. That's why you can't get on your path. That's why you think you can't get on your path because your substance abuse. Or maybe, let's clarify what this devil is. What is this devil? Okay. It's you fighting your feelings and not trusting that you're going to have a new beginning. You don't think there's going to be a new start because of your own self. You don't think you're good enough for this. You don't think you're good enough. Clarify the 7 of Swords, please. Oh, goodness. That came out all floppy-doppy. Alright, back to this again. There's this woman. You don't think this person has enough money. But Spirit says they do. And there's the World card again. Why is the World card here in reverse? Can you show me why the World's in reverse? You don't think there's enough money in this. You don't think there's enough money. Plain and simple. You're all about the money. Holy cow. Because when this cycle closes, you're going to walk away from whatever it is that you are not getting any pleasure out of anymore. You're going to have a brand new love that works with you, that trusts you, and it's an air sign. It's an air sign. Why is the Page of Wands here? Because you're going to be moving. There she is again. Oh my goodness. This is something else, y'all. Alright, can you tell me, this is brand new love. You never loved this person. Why are they so concerned about the money, Spirit? Because you're a player that they don't trust, that broke their heart? That has nothing to do with money other than the player. Clarify the Knight. Not being committed. There was no commitment here. Clarify the 3. The High Priestess came out. You broke this person's heart. Clarify the High Priestess. Page of Pentacles. Clarify the High Priestess, please. You manipulated this person's money. You might have lied to them about money. Probably used their money. Took money from them and used it for something besides what you said that you were going to use it for. That's why this is about money. It's not that they don't have enough money. It's that you probably used their money for this devil. Clarify that to be true. Why is the 5 of Swords here? We got the 4 and 5 of Swords. Somebody got hurt. Clarify what you're saying, Spirit. Clarify the 4 of Swords. That's the air sign. Clarify. Oh. There was another person. Somebody cheated. They might have left you for somebody with more money. They asking me why I'm confused. Clarify that to be true, Spirit. Did somebody leave somebody for somebody with more money? You might have dark skin and have on a red t-shirt. They didn't trust this person. Felt like there was no hope that this person would choose them because of this deception. So somebody thinks that there's no hope to be chosen. Is there though? Is there hope for this person to be chosen? Spirit says there's illusions about a new beginning because it hasn't happened yet, it looks like. Why is the moon here? Whoa. There he is. He's in his feelings. You have some trust issues, but this person does love. Why is the Fool in reverse? Why is this Fool in reverse? Show me, please, why the Fool's in reverse. Is it just in delay? Because this nightmare is not over. You have one more wand and one more sword to go. You have to get to a 10 with this heavy burden and this nightmare you've been through. That's why it's not. That's why your new start hasn't happened, because this hasn't ended. You got to end these hostilities. Clarify that to be true. How do they end the hostilities? I could have swore I saw another card. You have to stop going around in circles about this money. Clarify that to be true. That death card is trying its best to come out. Clarify the page. Ah, there's the love. Okay, and look. I knew that it was turned over in that deck. That was supposed to come out. This man needs to be transformed. And allow Spirit to love. Allow this love. This is new love. This is probably somebody you've never loved before, but you've known. I hope this is even making sense. And we're back to that choice again. This is the end of the message. It was a choice. Remember? Something here's got to make sense to somebody. Alright. Okay. Spirit, what do you want to do now? Because I've been feeling all morning like we should do something out of Sacred Rebel. Can I do Sacred Rebel? Spirit says yes. Let me just get these cards up. Alright, so somebody is either taking money for drugs or just taking money to be taking it, and they were not using it appropriately. And it looks like this person doesn't feel like they can fulfill this life purpose because of their behaviors. But let me tell you something. Spirit works strongest in our weaknesses. I say that over and over again because it's true. The Holy Spirit can be made strong in our human weaknesses. We don't have to be perfect. We have to try and stop the behaviors that are hurting us and other people, for sure. But once we arrest those behaviors, and there was something that I had printed off. Hold on. Hold on. I had to go get it, but I printed this off this morning. When I stopped living in the problem and began living in the answer, the problem went away. From that moment on, I have not had a single compulsion to drink or gamble or do whatever you're doing compulsively. And acceptance is the answer to all my problems today. When I am disturbed, it is because I find some person, place, thing, or situation, some fact in my life unacceptable to me. I can find no serenity until I accept that person, place, thing, or situation as being exactly the way it is supposed to be at this moment. Nothing, absolutely nothing happens in God's world by mistake. Until I could accept my behavior, alcoholism, I could not stay sober. Unless I accept life completely on life's terms, I cannot be happy. I need to concentrate not so much on what needs to be changed in the world as on what needs to be changed in me and my attitudes. And that's Alcoholics Anonymous Big Book, 4th edition, page 417. Very, very, very good passage in the AA Big Book. Alright, so I don't know how all this ties in, but I know that it does, because Spirit wouldn't have me talking about it if it didn't. Spirit, what do you want to do now? We got that love right there. And on the bottom of this deck, we got that hermit. That very spiritual, wise person that other people come to for advice. And believe it or not, that's what you're showing up as. Very wise, but introspective. And this could be, you could keep secrets also. This relationship could be a secret. Maybe that's also why you do not want to come forward. But you're a high priestess. And Spirit's going to help you make this choice. Because you're supposed to be working on this life purpose right here. Alright, I'm going to try and wrap this up soon because it's starting to get a little bit long. I don't care. I don't care how long it gets. Spirit, I'm not going to put a time limit on you and on what you're trying to do with your people today. Alright, can I please get a Sacred Rebel card? Can I please get a message from the Sacred Rebel? Spirit's been telling me to get one of these cards today. Spirit gave me 2 of these. Focus on the Light and Pandora's Gift. Sunflowers, beautiful blonde hair, longleaf pines. You might have your hair braided today. Pandora's Gift, red hair. You might be wearing a mask. Spirit, which one of these do you want me to read? Alright, let's see, because these cards are so beautiful. Number 37, Focus on the Light. 9 and 10. Focus on the light. A tremendous force of light is gathering around you. It is attracted to the purity of your intention to create from your heart. As your intention grows, so does the light. As the light grows, so does your intention. Magic wants to happen for you now. The synchronicity, perfect timing, remember that watch I saw? Opportunities and information that are needed will seem to draw right to your door. You may start to feel as if you cannot walk outside without stumbling into something helpful, wonderful, and inspiring. You might be startled as this interplay of light with your heart evokes many new successes and attracts an abundance of opportunities your way. You may need to adjust as the field of light grows stronger and its effects become more palpable. It may bring rather dramatic improvements into your world. You may be uncomfortable or feel out of your depth with these changes. This would be understandable, but it would be a shame for you to hold on to that resistance for anything more than a brief moment. Any resistance or fear will inhibit the continuing free flow of the light so that it can manifest its beauty through you in the physical world where it is needed. It is best to stay focused on your pure heart and intentions. Just allow all else to happen of its own accord without making it mean anything too personal. Simply let it be the workings of the great light of love flowing through a pure heart and touching the world. Even if the light that is drawn to you and flows through you has some dazzling effects, you don't have to get caught up in it. Doing so might start you worrying that you are unworthy or that you are unable to keep up. This worry will constrict possibilities rather than allowing the free flow of the light. You have permission simply to be appreciative of the light and to enjoy it as you continue to focus on what really matters, the pure intention of your heart and your desire to create. If you are not sure what this means or how it would look on a practical level, consider this example. A service-oriented business becomes very successful financially and gains considerable commercial power, which can be used to help promote its message or assist other organizations in gaining exposure to the public. Of course, that power could be used in less pure ways, such as boosting personal ego rather than promoting the agenda of the heart. Power games in politics might start erupting as the people grab for their share, and suddenly the purity of the project begins to crumble. Sometimes success can be like a powerful mirror and shining a searchlight as it shows up what was really within someone or group of people. Under the spotlight of success, it is more intense, amplified, and obvious. This can give us an opportunity to sow the seeds of our own destruction, or to work on what arises from a heart-centered perspective to create a firm foundation that supports even greater attainment. How would that work in this example? By returning attention to the heart of why the business was started in the first place, it is wise to maintain focus on pure original motivation for the work rather than shifting course to focus on money or influence. The latter are not bad per se, but they are rather different vibration, focused on personal gain rather than heart-centered contribution. When focus shifts from the heart to underlying energy of any creative project, it can become contaminated with a lower vibration, such as fear, which is behind greed, for example. If this is not rectified, the business or creative project will begin to change. It will lose the luster or original purpose that made it so attractive and magnetic to the light. Its continued ability to grow as a light in the world is diminished. It may end up becoming just another corporate machine, successful according to more conventional measures or not. The genuine heart-centered success that creates a win-win field of energy for all involved can only be attained, nurtured, and expanded when those creating the project or business remain focused on the purity of their original intentions. This oracle brings an assurance of success of the highest order, not just commercially, but from the heart. It will manifest as a highly valuable offering to the world. This applies to a project, endeavor, or organization in which you are involved. Your heart will help you realize which group or project it applies to. It may be more than one. However, you must stay focused. Enjoy the glittering lights of success, but don't be distracted by them. Stay on point with what you want to create and why. Stay true to yourself. This oracle also brings another message. Don't be distracted by other paths around you at this time, as you are too close to succeeding on the one you are on now. Diluting your energies in the pursuit of too much will slow down your success, and the world needs your light to shine sooner rather than later. In time, you may diversify and explore other ways to express yourself, but for now, build what you are working on and know that success is coming swiftly. Imagine that a huge sunflower is following the sun from sunrise to sunset. Imagine a golden arc of light being created by the gently moving head of the sunflower. That arc of light flips upside down to become a vessel filled with golden energy that drops down like a rainfall of energy from the golden orb of the sun. Imagine you can bathe in the vessel of golden energy. It feels good. Stay with that good feeling and let it settle in your heart. In your own time, just open your eyes. You have completed your healing process. Wow. And then number 45. I love these. These are so amazing. Pandora's Gift. This one's short. I'm going to read it too. There is a mythic woman much maligned throughout history, whose name means all gifted. Pandora lives within us as our curious nature, yearning to conquer chaos, evil, and darkness with the light of knowledge. She is the hopeful voice of our soul that asks the question and, in doing so, triggers the process that brings answers. Sometimes it is Sometimes it is through uncomfortable learning that we find our treasure. Pandora reminds us that the process of learning can take us to places that seem like the end of our world, and yet all is not lost, even now. The light within you is stirring for new revelation, new life, and new adventure. Pandora is all gifted and all giving. Her presence invites you to forego your belief in judgment. Now is the time to surrender the misplaced guilt that you may have brought upon yourself or another, some terrible happening. It is time to let go of the shame-based belief in punishment. This is the belief that you deserve to be brought to task over any perceived imperfection, or that your natural human journey somehow renders you inadequate. Pandora frees the soul from such torment. This is her gift. The human journey necessarily involves learning through experience. There is no shame in your learning process. Pandora's presence is the sign of a new time, a time to swap the notion of inherent shame for the acceptance of inherent divinity. From this moment on, how unstoppable you shall become. Sacred rebellion is happening within your soul as a powerful uprising towards liberation. You are breaking free from the weighty criticism of the world, from the power games that bore you senseless, and from the insanity of sacrilegious priorities in this world. Dare to disobey anything and everything that is not divine. Pandora is the leader of your soul revolution. She defies the vicious judgment of history and all that has been said about her. She shrugs off mystery, despair, and the weight of the world to recognize that she is the bearer of the true and beautiful light of peace, comfort, hope, and reassurance. With her oracle comes the realization that you too are a divinely defiant believer in hope, who shall cast off the works of anyone who seeks to torment you. As this shift takes place, you shall dare to look within your own being and find the light. You are being put on divine notice from the sacred feminine that there is a talent and ability within you that needs to be acknowledged. There is a worthy seed of something beautiful and necessary within you. If you choose to develop and express this seed step by step, it will become an extraordinary light in your life and in the world. So poke your tongue out at the naysayers and turn your attention to the bright hope within. You were born to strut your soul stuff. Healing process. Begin by grounding your attention in the here and now, away from daily distractions and your own thoughts. This process will take you beyond intellect and into the purely intuitive knowing encoded in the divine light of your soul. Sit or stand comfortably and relax. Place your hands at your heart and close your eyes for a few moments. Go ahead and do that if you can, not if you're driving. When you're ready, you can lower your hands and say the following aloud. My heart light is unmasked from shame, fear, and doubt. Those that seek to torment me are unequivocally uninvited now. I bow only before divine truth, light, and love. All else is summarily dismissed. If you would like to add the dramatic flair of some hissing, yelling, tongue-poking, or some other I respect your right to live as you choose, but you aren't welcome in my soul, so get lost action, feel free. Then take a few moments to imagine, feel, visualize, or intend that you are breathing divine light in and out through your heart. As you breathe this light, anything that is not of your highest good flies out of your heart at the front and back and sides, and light simply glows and grows. Relax as you do this. It is so natural for your heart to amplify divine light. It is the way that the soul breathes. When you are ready, say the following aloud. I give the true divine beloved permission to guide me into the fulfillment of my sacred gifts, talents, and destiny. May all that was originally intended for me be released into being and protected through divine protection, grace, and my own free will. So be it. Place your hands in prayer at your heart and bow your head. You have completed your healing process. That's perfect for this reading. Because somebody is supposed to be doing something with their life, and Spirit wants to teach us. On the bottom is restore and replenish. So maybe you need some rest also. But Spirit wants to teach us how we can use the law of least effort. And that would involve us. Let me remind you what it involves so I can remember too. Accept people, circumstances, and events as they are in this moment. When confronted with any challenge, remind yourself this moment is as it should be because the entire universe is as it should be. Take responsibility for your situation without blaming anything or anyone, including yourself. Every problem is an opportunity to take this moment and transform it into greater benefit. Relinquish the need to defend your point of view. In defensiveness, you remain open to all points of view, not rigidly attached to any one of them. Alright, so let's see how the angels have. Let's just see what would come out of these. I don't care how long this video is. Talking about this twin flame who betrayed you or is lying to themselves. It had to do with your money. It looked like they did something with your money. What would come out of these cards about that relationship? Is it possible to forgive and forget? Of course it is. Holding resentments only steals our joy. I've thought a lot about you lately. I know I screwed things up and honestly have no idea how to fix it. I wish I could take back the things I said. And how could you still love me after all I've done? Those are perfect for this reading. Please don't take what happened personally. It's not you, it's me. And that's probably true. So please don't take it personally. What would come out of these cards right here, Spirit, for this reading? For this twin flame connection? And he's showing up as a king, not an emperor, by the way. You're showing up as an empress. There we go. Get out of your head. Somebody might have on a blue dress or a blue shirt today. Blue is showing up very strongly here. You might be sitting by a window drinking some coffee this morning. Or having a soda. Wow. That is way too many cards, Spirit. Can I please just get one? That was the whole deck, y'all. Get out of your head. Get out of your head. One card at a time, please, so this reader can read these cards. Thank you so very much. Although this journey may be filled with thorns, the ways you are blossoming are beautiful. And don't waste your energy worrying about who they are with. Alrighty then. Let's get one more deck and then we'll do two more. What would you say out of this deck, Spirit? The higher self. Self-worth. And somebody's ascending. This is an ascension to you onto your path. You might like to go rowboating. Beautiful pink sunsets. Anything else out of this deck, Spirit? Vibrations, balancing the scales, and new direction. And then on the bottom of the deck is mute. So maybe somebody's not talking. Mute. Mute would be like not even existing. Maybe somebody doesn't even exist to you right now because you're hurt. Oh, okay. What would you say out of this deck? Time for shit to get real. Get honest as fuck. You are giving too many fucks. Give zero. And people are messy. Love them anyway. And then on the bottom of the deck it says, homemade food is foreplay. Cook a fucking meal. I like that. I like that advice a lot. I like it a lot. Alright, y'all. I'm just trying to give you everything I can today. Can you show me how the angels have our backs? Ministration. Ministration. Exactly what I said. Yay, Spirit. You're amazing. I love you so much, Spirit. You are just absolutely amazing. You have divine protection. You're protected. And it did feel like somebody had put a spell on me when I first started this. Faith. They're going to give you an extra amount of faith and knowledge. knowledge. And then on the bottom of the deck is power. Power. Alright, Spirit, let's get, I want to get one of these. I don't care how long this video is. We're going to enjoy our Spirit today. We're going to have a good time. Spirit, can you give us one of these that would go perfect with this? Abundance was flipped over. And then truth came out. Let's look at truth, y'all. Let's look at truth. Truth. Song of the Wind. I think we did that one yesterday. Maybe we need to do it again. Maybe somebody needs to hear it again. Wind is the realm of air elements, one of the 4 elements of life: air, water, fire, and earth. Air takes form in the oxygen we breathe, as well as in breezes and zephyrs. It also represents our communication skills. When we speak, it is the air that passes through the mouth and allows us to speak and communicate. Wind is also the prana, the source of life. As you communicate your truth to yourself and others, you'll find new energy and vitality emerging within your life. The sacred landscape wants you to know. Be honest with yourself and speak from your heart. Find your truth. Listen to what is sincere and honest in others. Listen for what is sincere and honest in others. One of the most difficult things to know is what's true for you and what isn't. Sometimes it takes sincere silence to find your inner voice of truth. But once you find it, let go of anything in your life that isn't authentic. Share your truth with others. Release relationships in which you can't be yourself and can't be real. Being genuine can allow your spirit to fly, and the song of your soul can be heard in the universe. And then again, purification, y'all. That's the same cards we had yesterday. Wow. Spirit, wow. I don't even know what to say. That wasn't an accident. Y'all remember what that was about, too. Alright, you want to ask a question? Spirit said heal yourself first. Spirit, how do we need to heal? How do you need to heal us while we're going through this? Love. Spirit says there's going to be love. Somebody's watching you and you're pretending like you don't know. And then wild. I don't know what that even means. I don't think I've ever read what that means. I've always said you can have oil in your lamp and be wild and be authentic, but I don't know. We're going to find out. Because we ain't in no hurry. We're just going to love on Spirit today. There is a wild, untamed spirit inside you, desperate to be unleashed. Free it and claim the gift of energy, power, passion, and creativity it offers. Through suppressing your wild, succulent, outrageous, and untamed self, you dull your senses and crush your creativity. You shrink, lose your energy, and become depressed. Your relationships suffer and your rage grows. You become ashamed, hostile, cold, boring, over serious and sacred. You stop taking chances and live in mediocrity, constantly trying to protect yourself. The truth is that no one can judge you, punish you, or hurt you as much as you can. Give in to your wildness and stop living a sham. This part of you is sensual, provocative, truthful, courageous, bold, passionate, and alive. Set it free. Go into nature. A forest is ideal. Find a secluded place. Take off your shoes. Feel the earth or the grass under your feet. Breathe in the air. Connect to the untamed quality of nature, animals, weather, seasons, planets, and your ancestors. Move the way tribal people move. Feel the energy from the ground moving into your feet and up your whole body. Make sounds. Let go of control as you move around, touching trees, smelling flowers. If you want to do this inside, find photos of people, animals, or symbols which represent wildness to you. Take a few minutes to look at them and feel what they evoke in you. Put on some tribal or wild music and dance. Do this as often as you can for the next month. Somebody needs to get into their life purpose and unleash their creativity, it sounds like to me. And Spirit is teaching us how to do that through these success principles, these 7 spiritual laws of success, because somebody is trying to find their direction in life from Spirit. Okay, Spirit, can you give us some answers to some questions? If you're new here, you ask a question and I try to get you an answer out of these cards, okay? Okay, you ready? You got a question? Spirit says, big happy changes, reconsider, success. And then this one says, yes. And on the bottom of the deck, it says, get more information. Awesome. Because I asked a question that time, and that was amazing. All right. Got another question? Okay. You ready? Dang. Okay. Compromise. Compromise. And then be assertive. And I asked a question to that one too, but I wasn't expecting that answer. Alright. Okay, got another question? Alright. The answer is compromise again. And I asked another question. I was not expecting that. And Spirit says, take action. Take action. Alrighty then, let me get you some trinkets and we'll get out of here. And thank you for your patience with me. I can't put a time limit on Spirit. And Spirit's telling me to get you something else too before we close. Spirit's like, be a rebellious girl. You're a sacred rebel. You don't give a darn how long you take. This is all you have to do today. This is your job. Okay. Whatever you're going to be a good one. Holy Spirit, thank you. How can I deepen my trust right now? No wonder Spirit wanted this. Trust, surrender, let go of the wheel. You can trust. You can trust yourself, trust fully in yourself so that you can deepen your trust in others. Trust creates safety, and when we feel safe, we feel unstoppable. Today's soul action. Let go and trust. Today, find your center in the chaos and be certain with yourself so you can deepen your trust in others. Somebody's got trust issues, and they are real popular with Twin Flame, aren't they? Ooh, this one's long. What boundaries need to be created or strengthened within my relationships? And I think somebody definitely needed boundaries when somebody's taking your money, like I saw in this reading. To create more healthy boundaries, we must first get in tune with our own needs, desires, and feelings and believe we are worthy of them. In your relationship, it's essential to know where they end and where you begin. Today's soul action. When we separate our energy from others, we gain clarity about what we really want. Then we stop doing things that no longer align with ourselves. If you are an empath, you can still be compassionate toward others without taking on their stuff. It is safe to trust that you are not here to fix anyone. Today's mantra. I have everything I need within me now, and so do they. I am worthy of my needs, and I set boundaries based on what's best for me. Ta-da! Ta-da! Okay, now, okay. Dang, Spirit is telling me to get y'all one of these. Spirit is really going off the chain today. I don't know why. Spirit's like, just do it. Don't ask questions. Just do it. Alright, Spirit wants to give somebody one of these. These are practical witch spell deck. Might have a witch watching, and that's okay. And I love all of my lovely friends. Spirit, you gave me too many. I just need one, please. Can I please just get one? Can I please just get one? I like these cards. They actually have good, thank you, good information on some of them. House spell. Blissful bed blessing. In a red cup, I've seen this before, mix half a teaspoon of jasmine oil and half a teaspoon of rose oil. With a cotton ball, touch it to clean cotton sheets 7 times from where you rest your head to your feet, once for each chakra point, and then say aloud, in this bed I show my love, in this bed I share my body. In this bed I give my heart. In this bed we are as one. Here my happiness lies as I give and live in total joy. Blessed be to me and thee. Now lie down and roll around in the bed. After all, that is what it is for. All right. Thank you so much, Spirit. Can I have trinkets for this reading? Thank you that it's going to reach a lot of people today. I have a tower. There's my deer. You know, I have deer that come up to my back door at night. I have an arrow or something that says love. Looks like an arrow. I have a nail. Maybe you're a carpenter. You love one. I have another cross. We have a lot of crosses on this channel. Oh, there's my guitar. Maybe your life purpose is to play guitar. Or to teach others how to play. I have a unicorn. I have a snowflake. I have another tower. Eiffel Tower. Maybe you live in Paris. Or maybe you live in a tower. I have a mermaid. I love mermaids. I have a star. Maybe you are a star. I have an elephant. Maybe you're going to be a star. That's what your purpose is. I have another elephant. A lot of elephants. I have another star with a family tree or a tree of life. Somebody's going to be a star. And then I have this ball. Maybe you play ball. Might be a Christmas ornament. I have another cross. I have a carrot. Maybe you have a rabbit. I have one of those little perfume bottles that sprays, or an amulet, or a little bag or something. And then I have a flamingo and a turtle. Alright, trinkets from this other bowl, please, Holy Spirit. Wow. I have that metal headgear. I have a light bulb. Oh. Oh. I have a crescent moon with a fairy in it. I have another ball for a baby. Oh my goodness, y'all. I have 2 worlds closing out of a cycle twice. I have a tree of life. I have a tower. I have 2 identical feathers. I have the word be. I will hold you in my heart until I hold you in heaven. I have a fancy heart. I have an anchor and a sailboat. I have I will. I have an arrow. I have an infinity sign. I have a rocking horse for a baby. Maybe you have a baby in heaven. Or maybe you're going to have a baby. And I have that cool ass spirit wearing that bandana helping me today. Thank you, darling. Alright, can I get rocks, please, for this reading? Holy Spirit. I have faith, passion, commitment, love, and accept. Alright, thank you guys so much for your patience with me and the length of this video. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel and please like the video. That lets me know that you saw it, that you connected with it, and that we are working together in unity. Okay? And hopefully you got something out of this message. I don't remember what I've even said. I'm going to have to go back and watch it myself. But I know Spirit is here. Spirit is with you. You showed up as a high priestess. I do remember that. And it looks like you've got a lot of success coming your way. So when that happens, just remember, stay humble, be yourself, but be blessed, okay? I'm praying for all of us. And I'm trusting Spirit that nothing but good is going to come from us being here together. If you need a private reading, email me. I would love to help you with that. Don't worry about money. If you want to make a donation, you can. I love you guys. I love you, love you, love you. Thank you so much for being here. You do not know how much it means to me to have you. Those who have commented, comment and let me know how this book is, how you're experiencing the book. Like if you're doing the things that we talk about, let me know how that's going for you. Share some of your experience with me, okay? All right, guys. I love you so much. Have a blessed, blessed weekend. Bye-bye.